Hey drummers, it's Rob Liddon here from drumstheword.com. Welcome to this free mini song lesson where today I'm going to show you how to play the main parts, basically the entire song, Crazy by Seal. And as always, I've got a PDF for you to download from my website for free. You'll find a link beneath this video. So have this page printed out in front of you as we go through this together. It's going to make things a lot easier for you to understand. What I've got for you in this lesson is the main drum beats. Even though the drums were programmed and sampled, I've interpreted it for you, giving you a version that one drummer could play on acoustic or electric kit in this case. I've also got for you a simplified version of the drum beat, so more a beginner intermediate drummer could have a go at this song as well. And then also we got this drum solo that occurs at 2 minutes 43 roughly. In the middle of the song, this tribal tom-tom groove. Again, my interpretation because it's got loads of layered sections, but we'll talk about how I would play the groove as close to the original recording as possible. So let's start with the main drum beat. It's a 2-bar groove. We're basically playing 16th notes on the hi-hat. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. On top of that, or underneath that, we've got some crazy ghost note stuff. See what I did there, with some open hi-hat stuff and some extra bass drum stuff as well. So it's like I said, it's a 2-bar drum beat. Let me just play the first bar for you. And the tricky bit is going from the first into the second bar where we got this lots of stuff going on in a very small space of time. So we start off with 1E and we're going to open the hi-hat for the whole of the and of 1. 1E and 2E. I'm going to close it on snare, close the hi-hat on with the snare drum on beat 2. 1E and 2E, and then we got a 3 on the bass drum, 2E and a 3, 2E and a 3E and a 4. And then let's leave out the bass drum on the a 4 for now. We're going to play 4E and a, 4E and a. It's all right, left. You'll be playing over here, so your left hand will come down off the hi-hat on the of beat 4, 4E and it'll play a little drag double. 4E and a. We're then going to play into the next bar, 4E and a 1E and. I'm leaving out the bass drum for now. 4E and a 1E and. So we get 1E and at the beginning of the second bar, a little ghost note there, 1E and. Underneath that, we've got the bass drum part as well. 4E and that bass drum comes down with that drag there. 4E and a 1E and. 4E and a 1E and. So when we speed up, we're going to hear a 1 and with the bass drum. Going into the second bar, we've then got 2 open hi-hats to occur. The first one with the beat 1, 1E, and it's going to close a 16th note later. Open with the 1, closes with the left hand. 1E, 1E, and then same as at the beginning of our first bar, and coming down with the right hand to close the hi-hat on beat 2, where the rest of the bar continues. So we get 1E and 2E and a 3, same as the first bar, the 3 bit, and then 4E and at the end of the second bar, 4E and a 1, same as the end of the first bar, but without the bass drum note on the 4. So the bass drum pattern is slightly different in the first bar compared to the second bar. Basically, we haven't got a bass drum at the very end of the second bar like we have in the first. So, best way for me to show you, to teach you this, probably just to demonstrate it slowly a few times. So let me just try and play the 2 bars together, and here's what it's going to sound like. 1E and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 4E and a 1, a 1. It's quite weird to play. Well, I'll get it in a second. I'm going to keep all these mistakes in. It's very, very hot today. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. 4E and a 1E and. There we go. So let's try again from the beginning of the bar. 1E and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and 2E and a 3. 4E and a 1E and 2E and a 3. 4E and a 1E and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Bit faster now. 1E and 2, a 3, 4, a 1E and. I missed out the hi-hat. A 1E and 2, a 3, 4, 1. Try again. 1E and 2E and a 3E and a 4, 4 4 E and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Let me do that again one more time, then we'll speed it up even more. And a bit faster. And we'll sort of try it up to speed, and I'll play it properly for you in a moment. Sometimes, as you heard there, I don't quite get the opening, the hi-hat bark on the 16th note of bar 2. That first note, 1 E, 1 E and 2. Let me try it around a few more times. That was a bit better. So just a case of, I think the hardest part there is going from bar 1 to bar 2 and just trying to get that hi-hat bark nice and crisp. Let me now play it for you up to speed without the microphone so you can hear just the drums and hopefully play it a bit cleaner for you. Here we go. So now let's take a look at the simplified drum beat, and what I've done for you is taken out those drags, the ghost notes, and the very quick open hi-hat bark at the beginning of bar 1. So bar 2, sorry. So bar 1 is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. I've kept the bass drum skips in though, as I think that's important for the groove. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1. We're then going to bar 2, 1 and 2, 3, 4 E and a. So both bars are identical to each other, except we don't have, again, the skip note at the end of bar 1 at the end of bar 2 on the bass drum. So that's a lot easier to play. That's hitting the main parts of the song there, the bass drum and the snare drum. So let's hear the simplified version up to speed a few times as well. So then finally we got the drum solo that occurs at 2 minute 43, and I've written here, note, it consists of many layered parts. This is my interpretation of all the most prominent parts in one piece that just one single drummer could perform. So we've got these cymbal effects going on. I couldn't replicate those parts with the tom parts, it's just too much for just 2 hands to do. You'll probably notice that that's missing the most if you listen to the recording. But the drums in the background and the melodicness of the toms, I've tried to replicate as much as possible, whilst also maintaining that snare drum backbeat on beat 2 and 4. And the bass drum part is spot on as well. So the bass drum you're hearing, I'm about to show you, is what you hear on the recording. It's just really that part there, which I couldn't replicate on the kit. So it's a 2-bar pattern. The first I have replicated though with the open hi-hat. So we get 1 and it closes on the and with the floor tom. 1 and. We're going to play like a linear pattern there. 1 and 2. And I've written the right hand for the snare drum, but you could play left, it doesn't really matter. 1 and 2. Then back to the floor tom. We're basically playing on the floor tom most of the time, especially in the second bar. We're going to play and 3 and 3 and, so and 3 and then maintain that backbeat. We're going to play 4 E and, but the bass drum's going to come down with that and a 4. 4 E and. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. That's our first bar. The second bar is very similar. Actually, it starts kind of similar. We get 1 and a 2. So you could play that, the of 1 there with the bass drum as we did in the first bar, but it sounds more melodic, like a tom's being struck. So I've written it as the medium tom. 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2. Then to the floor tom, we're going to play and a 3 E and a 3 E, and you can see the right hand just plays and 3 and a 3 E, and that snare drum 3 E and playing on the E beat 3 there, and then the bar ends with 4 E and, but there's no bass drum on that last tom. So that second bar, 1 and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, let's play the 2 bars together now. Slowly at first, and we'll sort of speed it up as we go along. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and. Love the way that grooves. It's really good fun, especially that second bar. So let's hear that played up to speed a couple of times. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you've got any questions about any of that, then feel free to email me, rob@drumstheword.com. Don't forget to download the free PDF that came with this video. Again, the link is beneath in the description. And then while you're up on my website, you might want to consider signing up to become an online member. And what I offer over at the website for £97 is a full year's online access to every single full video song lesson I've ever recorded and transcribed. So unlike this lesson, I teach you 600 famous and popular songs from start to finish. You get the fully transcribed PDF drum chart. Every single bar and drum fill was included. And like I said, I've got over 600 famous and popular songs up on the website already. As a big thank you for signing up, I give you hundreds more little videos teaching you many, many famous drum beats, fills and even drum solos. I give you 3 ebooks I've written over the years containing hundreds more famous drum beats, fills and solos. And then over the year of your subscription, you also gain instant online access to all the new material that I upload for my members. And I record new lessons every week unless I'm ill or on holiday. So you've got lots of cool stuff to look forward to over the year of your subscription. But if you've got any questions about any of that, then feel free to email me, rob@drumstheword.com. And until our next drum lesson together, toodle pip and happy drumming to you.